If you want to get rich in your 20s, then stop investing. The truth is, if you want to get rich in your 20s and 30s, then investing should be the last thing on your mind. There's so much confusion as to how to actually make money, but today in this video, I'm going to share the exact framework, the SS method, and 5 simple steps that led me from being a broke high school student to averaging over $50,000 a month at 20 years old. How do I become rich is probably one of my most asked questions, and understandably so. And before answering, you need to understand this one thing. 99% of the young entrepreneurs and businessmen that are making 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, even $100,000 a month are going against the grain, and they're not doing what everyone else has been told to do. When you turn 18, open a Roth IRA.
The benefit of it all being in Roth is if you're going to leave it alone, it's going to continue to grow tax-free.
Start investing as soon as possible to take advantage of compound interest. Store as much as you can away. Diversify and invest in index funds to stay safe. Let me be clear, this is great advice for some people, probably your parents. But if you clicked on this video, you're not one of those people.
What's up, you guys? It's Graham here.
So this is you. You're 20 years old and you're making $50,000 a year. After tax, that's around $40,000 a year. Every month, you're bringing home around $33.50. Rent costs you $1,500, your car, gas, insurance, food, another $500. Personal expenses will say $350. So that leaves you with $500 that Graham Stephan tells you need to invest in an index fund. So you're living very diligent, you're suffering now to reap the rewards later, and by the time you're 30, you can finally have something to show for it, right? Well, if we're investing $500 a month, after 10 years of living very frugally, not going out, doing the very exciting things, and missing out on life, you'll have amassed a grand wealth of $86,743. Okay, well, I'll just wait 20 years because compound interest, right? That's true. After suffering for another 20 years and not accounting for a possible family that encouraged more expenses, you'll amass a grand wealth of $260,867. That's about enough to buy a small old condo in most major cities. 20 years of pain and suffering for something that some people can afford every month. We need to get over the idea that we're going to invest our way into riches, at least at a young age. Because, I mean, you definitely can, right? Warren Buffett did. Well, Warren Buffett made his first $1 million at 30 years old. Great, right? But he didn't make it by passively investing in index funds. Warren Buffett made his millions and later billions by using the SS method. So now that all my investing boomers are gone, let's get to the real question. What is the SS method and how do we implement it efficiently and successfully? SS stands for skill synthesis, or skill stacking as some people know it, and it is 100% the best modern way of investing. Skill synthesis is taking several high-value skills that are aligned with one another. By combining several of these high-value skills, you become rare and irreplaceable, therefore valuable in the job market. And with every skill that you add to this arsenal and you stitch on or synthesize on, you become exponentially more valuable and you can exponentially increase your earning capacity. Now that might be a bit confusing, but let's take a look at this possible example of how someone can use the SS method to make themselves rare and valuable. Let's take a look at my friend Drake. Drake has one base level skill, graphic design, and he's making $50,000 a year using that skill. That's base level 1. Base level 2, Drake begins to learn another skill. He learns how to use Hootsuite and he gets 4 clients a month that pay him $500 each. Now he's making an extra $2,000 a month and he's making $72,000 a year. But that's not enough. Then he learns content creation and he upsells his current clients each by $1,000. So now they're each paying him $1,500 and the 4 of them are paying an extra $6,000 a month. Because this takes more time, he actually quits his job and does this full time. With more time on his hands, Drake does not become complacent. He learns another high value skill, lead generation and selling, otherwise known as marketing. He finds himself another 4 clients and now he's making $12,000 a month or $144,000 a year. Now we're getting somewhere. But take a look at how the compound increased earning capacity is at play. Lastly, he learns how to hire and transfer his knowledge. He hires 1 full-time salesperson and 1 full-time graphic designer. He triples his clientele. With $6,000 going to his employees, he's netting $30,000 a month and $360,000 a year. By combining multiple high-value skills, he was able to climb this ladder of income. In each step, he provided an increasingly more rare service to the marketplace. And so you get this cool effect where 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2, but it equals 3, 4, or 5. because the more skills you have, you exponentially become more rare. So now the question becomes, how do you personally take and implement the SS method? And so the framework is simple. You need to learn a high value skill, attach it with another one, and make money, right? But I'm going to take you the 5 steps that I personally use to get to where I am today. Number 1, identify high value skills that you already have some sort of interest in or background in. You don't want to start from the ground, and most of you watching probably have some sort of base level skill. You probably all know how to do social media, you probably all know a little bit about Canva, or maybe you can just write emails. Whatever it is, you have some sort of base level advantage that you can leverage. Now what you want to do is find a high level skill that is aligned with your current background. That way you don't have to start from zero. Step 2, start with one skill. Once you identify the high value skill that you would like to learn, stick with it. Don't try learning 3 high value skills all at once, because you're probably not going to learn each of the skills to its fullest extent, or at least its extent that it's worthwhile to you. Step 3, learn from others. With your one high value skill, you can learn from others. It can be peers, mentors, digital mentors as well. That can be going on YouTube, learning from what others have done. There's no need to try to reinvent the wheel when the wheel's already set in motion. So just try to see what other people are doing and try doing it a little better. Number 4, practice and refine. You can watch on YouTube or do as much research as you want, but you're never going to learn how to sell. You're never going to learn how to program, how to copyright, how to market by just watching. You need to actually take those skills, intentionally practice them, and refine them over time. That's how you become a master at the high value skill. Once you master the high value skill, you get to the last step. Step number 5, synthesize related skills. In this, you're probably going to go back to step number 1. Identify another high value skill, but this time, make sure that it's aligned with the current high value skill that you have. And now you want to work on developing this secondary high level skill. Go through the same 4 steps. Identify, stick with one, learn from others, practice and refine. If you know social media, learn advertising. If you know copywriting, learn content creation. If you know a second language, learn how to teach other people and sell it. At the very minimum, you can take whatever that first high value skill was and teach others how to do it, and then charge a premium for doing so. And so the bonus step, pretty much repeat steps 1 through 5. Now you have 2 skills, learn the 3rd one, and I guarantee that if you take these 5 steps and you don't become complacent after learning 2 skills or 3 skills, but you continue to increase your value in the marketplace, you'll be well on your way to getting rich like Drake. Anyways, peace.